What's going on, everybody? So let's talk about the 968 Club Sport steering wheel, because this is actually a little bit more than just looks here, which I wasn't expecting. So for starters, this guy's expensive. This thing was like $700. I got it from Suncoast. It was on sale down from, I think, like the regular price is $900. But what's interesting here is this wheel is about 20 millimeters shorter or smaller in diameter than just the standard, 4-spoke square steering wheel that you'd get on a lot of the cars at the time. So why that's interesting is that 20 millimeter difference means the steering actually, even though this is a power steering car, gets a little bit weighty, which is really nice. So, and it's something I wasn't expecting. So the feel in the steering, it's almost like when you're holding a really heavy metal model of something, or I almost want to akin it to like a Glock in that sense, where it looks like this small thing, but it has a lot of weight and heft to it. But what's nice is because a lot of the complaints at the time were that the power steering sort of numbed how the car felt compared to the manual rack cars. And I love the manual rack cars because I owned one. I love that thing. And even though it was a little bit difficult to maneuver in a parking lot, that car just, it felt so good. And I was a little bit nervous coming to a power steering car that I wasn't going to like it, just based on, reviews that you see and what people say. Because the 944 has always been a weird car that like requires a ton of steering angle, or a lot of input for, not a lot of output. But just this small, that 20 millimeter difference really does change how the car feels. And I'd say with the power steering, this is now that perfect balance between how the car felt with a manual rack and how it felt before with the power steering. So if you do switch up to this wheel, then just kind of be prepared that the steering is going to be a little bit heavier than you might expect. I personally, I love the feel. I think this is the perfect balance. I think the way that the car feels right now is, at least steering and steering wise, is perfect. It feels really, really good. It's still very intuitive. There's not a lot of guesswork. That's how the 944 always is, thanks to the weight distribution. But it's just one of those things that I wasn't expecting. This was, for me, it was just going to be a purely cosmetic upgrade, and it turned out to be a little bit more than that. So personally, I think it's worth it, just based on how the car feels. Steering feel is fantastic. And I mean, you can see me, I'm shooting this video driving one-handed. I can still throw this thing around, no problem. So anyways, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I wanted to do it while driving, just to sort of give you an idea, an impression of how the car feels as best I can without you being here and driving it. But yeah, just something to note. This is a little bit more than just a cosmetic upgrade. Plus it does look really good. It really brings the interior up a whole other level. So alrighty guys, I think that's gonna do it for this one. We'll do a little downshifting. Hit this apex right here. One-handed apex, and that's why we all love the 944. So Thanks for watching, guys. I hope it gives you, again, some more food for thought, and I'll see you in the next one.